walked in a store and they're like, hey, how are you? And they just like keep on doing what they're doing. And this is what I do in a store like this. About ready to go. Are you about ready to go? Because I'm about ready to go. Yeah, that's cute stuff. I'm about ready to go. Right? But what happens when you walk in a store? And I'm not talking about being pushy and like over aggressive. I'm just talking about being interested in your client. This is her private shopping appointment, right? This is the time she gets with you. This is her 10 or 15 minutes with you, right? So, okay, let me just back up and say this. I don't do treats. They might get a store-bought cookie, and they might get some apple cider just because it makes my house smell good. That's it. And after day 2 or 3, I am so tired of messing with that sticky apple cider that then they just get like water, right? So again, don't feel like you have to bake for hours and have this huge spread and feed them when they come. When is the last time that you went to Belk's and they had a spread for you? Right? Never. Exactly. So stop thinking this is a smorgasbord. This does not have to be a party, right? It is a personal shopping appointment, okay? So when she walks in the door, if I have treats and anything's left to offer her, or I remember, I might go, hey, would you like some water? Whatever. And then I say to her, I am so excited you're here, right? How would that make you feel? If you walked in and somebody said, I am so excited you're here, you're going to love this stuff. You're going to die when you see what I have to show you. Like, would you be excited? Like, what has she got, right? What has she got? So then before I ever show her a thing, I say to her, who are you shopping for today? Are you shopping for girls? Are you shopping for your mom? Who are you shopping for? Now, I have customers that have shopped with me so long, I know exactly who they're shopping for. They shop for the same people every year. I had an elderly woman who is no longer with me anymore. She shopped with me for 10 years. You know what she did? She'd come in my office, and she'd say, you know, I'm going to sit here and let you show me whatever. She sat in one chair, and I would sell her $1,000 every Christmas. And she would just say, oh, no, what do you have for so-and-so? What do you have for so-and-so? That's cute. That's cute. I only want to spend $30. What's that? She sat in her little chair, and I just showed her stuff, right? Where else is she going to go when somebody's going to do that, right? Who else is going to care if her granddaughter likes her gift, right? So this is your opportunity to build a relationship that will last Christmas after Christmas after Christmas after Christmas because you care about her. So tell me, who are you shopping for, right? I know your son has a new girlfriend. Are you going to, are we shopping for her today? Who are we shopping for? And you know what sometimes they say? I'm just shopping for me, right? That's okay too. Because then as they go through and you're showing them stuff, all of a sudden they're going, well, you know what? That really would be cute for my mom. That really would be cute. So then do I turn them loose? No. When you do your holiday display, I have one of everything opened. And by the end of the day, it smells like a perfume factory in my living room. It's probably why my son loves Christmas, right? So everything's open. We're touching, we're squirting, we're smelling, we're feeling. Everything is open. Every color's open, every nail polish is open. So I have one of everything open. Because do you know that your chances of selling something double if they touch it and feel it? They begin to take ownership. And when they begin to see it as their own, it's hard to give it back. And they're more inclined to keep it, right? It's why we give them a facial to sell them skincare, right? We don't show them in a catalog. We don't just show them the bottles. What do we let them do with it?
Try it.
We let them put it on their face. So why would Christmas be any different, right? I literally, and I don't know why I do this, but I literally will pick something up and I'll go, oh my gosh, this smells so good. Like I bet I smell it 7,000 times a day. Like I don't know what it smells like I've smelled it 300 times today. Oh, it smells so good. So by the end of the day, I'm like, ooh, I smell everything. But that's part of engaging them. Because when you smell something, what's she going to do? She wants to smell it, right? When you touch your face and go, oh my gosh, does your face feel fantastic? What does she do? Exactly what all of you are doing. Yeah, it feels good, right? So that's what she's going to do. So you just keep her engaged. And here's what I do. I do it so many times. My child calls it my dog and pony show. Like literally, I walk around the room in the same order and I say the same stuff and I show them the same stuff and I squirt the same amount of stuff and we go around and we have looked at everything. And we're squirting and we're touching and we're feeling. And I can do that in about 10 minutes. All right? So by this time, I've gotten her a little water, I've walked her around, I know who she's shopping for, she has a holiday wish list and a lookbook in her hand, right? And about that time, somebody else comes, okay? So then I give them the dog and pony show. So really, the first person's getting to hear it twice, because then all of a sudden they're like, say that again. No, I didn't really notice that the first time. Aha, right? You got to hear it again. So I work that second person through, and then I go back to person number 1, and I check her out. Okay, and I'll just say, hey, what have you decided on? What are we going to wrap up for the holidays? Who's going to get what? Right? Because isn't that the awkward part? Okay, what you going to buy? Because I showed it all to you, now what are you going to buy? All right, so you don't say those things, right? You just go, okay, so what are we going to wrap up? Who's going to get what? What are we going to wrap up? Who's going to get what? And we check her out. And then I just say to her, okay, these are prepaid special orders, prepaid special orders, prepaid special orders. Do I need to say that again? Prepaid special orders, right? Because prepaid means she's going to pick it up, right? Special orders means it's just for you, right? And so first of all, Sally, I need to know, because this is a prepaid special order, I need to know what your delivery date is. When do we need to have these items to you? Now, a lot of people shop, and then they see their family at Thanksgiving, and that's when they, at least give them the gift to go home and put under the tree, or they exchange gifts sometimes. So I will have delivery dates as early as right the week before Thanksgiving. And then it goes all the way into maybe the day or two before Christmas. Okay? So what's your delivery date? I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything looks fabulous and is specialized just for you. And then my sister and I will deliver it to you by, your delivery date. So what's your delivery date? Okay, so what are we going to wrap up? And we just sit down. And then I do some suggestive selling. She's like, okay, I think I'm going to do this for so-and-so, and I'm going to put this in Laura's stocking. And I'll say, okay, you mentioned your grandma. What about your grandma? Oh, yeah, that's right. And what about your mom? And I know you mentioned kind of being puzzled about your mother-in-law. So would you like to do the same thing you're doing for your mom? And I just keep suggestively selling and suggestively selling and suggestively selling, right? And I'm watching the whole thing, because guess what? What does my average need to be? 115, right? So when I help one that's like 230, I'm like, yes, right? Because listen, you are going to have some people walk out, and she's like, well, can I just take the book and think about it, right? Well, she came to your open house, so you got to put her in the averages, right? So the girl that got 230 and the girl that cannot just think about it, like they average out, right? So but you are literally going to walk them through that open house, and they're going to touch and smell and feel. And isn't that going to be a different experience than looking at your holiday lookbook? Isn't that going to be a different experience than, well, just look around. I have everything set up. Just look around. And then it's like all awkward because it's just you and her, and she's like, and you're just hovering. You can buy anything, you can buy anything, right? Is that awkward? So isn't that less awkward? Aren't the transitional phrases better? When can we wrap up? This is a prepaid special order. When do we want our delivery date to be, right? Now, on a rare occasion, she will come and go, I need a birthday gift today. Well, certainly we will wrap that up and do that. But there is no way to schedule 4 people in an hour and be able to wrap up their gift and send it out the door with them. There's no way to do that. There's no way to do that, okay? Anybody have any questions about that?